Hello everyone, Ranjitha here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another quick tutorial. I'm going to show you how you can recycle glass bottles. I'm going to show you how you can make this beautiful Warli art using leftover fabrics and the empty glass food containers that are lying around your kitchen. Let's go ahead and see how we can recycle these glass bottles in a very easy, quick and kid-friendly way. You do not require any high-end fancy supplies to make these. All you need is some scrap fabrics, a marker or some paints. So let's go ahead and see how we can do this. Before moving on further, if you haven't done it yet, kindly consider subscribing to my channel. So let's get started. Firstly, what I'm doing is I'm removing all the labels that are there on these glass jars and I'm cleaning them thoroughly so that there is no grease or any dirt remaining on the glass bottles. Make sure that the glass bottles are cleaned well. Once I'm doing that, I'm going ahead and using this chalk paint to paint my bottles. You do not require specialty sponges or brushes to do this. All you require is a piece of sponge and dab this paint all over. I am using chalk paints for finishing this. In case if you do not have chalk paints, you can use any multi-surface paints like acrylic paints that are lying around in your stationery stash or available with your kids. I personally like the finish of the chalk paints, so I'm going ahead and painting them with the chalk paints. Also, as a quick DIY, if you do not have chalk paints, you can mix your regular acrylic paints with a little gypsum or plaster of Paris and make a quick DIY of chalk paints. Here you can see I've just showed my daughter how to do it, and here my 4-year-old daughter is going ahead and painting all these bottles. Like I said, this is a very kid-friendly project. You do not require too much skill to make these, paint these bottles. So I'm helping my daughter, but she's been doing quite a good job. In case if you're not happy with a single coat, let it dry and go ahead and feel free to give another coat of paint. Why I use sponge is it is very easy for kids to handle as well, and you do not have to worry about the hassle of cleaning the brushes after you have finished the project. You can just trash this piece of sponge. So my daughter is now patiently dabbing on all the chalk paint on all the 3 bottles. Once my daughter has finished giving an even opaque coat of chalk paint on all the bottles, we are going ahead and letting these bottles dry. While the bottles are drying, I am making a quick sketch of 3 women playing 3 different instruments here. Here I am making illustrations of Warli art. As you all know, Warli is a form of Indian tribal art depicting different creatures, but usually using circles, triangles and lines. So here I am making a rough sketch of 3 women playing different instruments. 1 woman playing a flute, 1 playing a trumpet and the 3rd one playing a drum. I'm making these rough sketches just for me to have an idea how they will look on the bottle, and also I will be having a guide for my 4-year-old daughter to stick the fabric pieces accordingly onto the bottle while having these images as a guide. So here I'm taking some scrap fabrics. I'm just trying to see which one matches with my bottle. So I thought the one with this black and green or bluish green circles will go well with the bottle. So I'm going ahead and selecting this fabric. You can do it with any fabric. A cotton fabric which doesn't fray would preferably look good, but you can choose any fabric in the color matching to your background color of the bottle. Once I'm done choosing the fabric, I'm making a rough pencil outline of the women on the bottle. Next, what I'm doing is, since I need triangular pieces of fabric to use for the body of my Warli women, I'm making a template on paper and cutting it down. This is because this way I will have all the 3 women on all the 3 bottles in a similar size, and it will look very symmetrical and aesthetic when you place all the 3 bottles together. So here I am making a triangular template. Once I'm done making a triangular paper template, I'm tracing it onto the fabric. Here, since I have both black and bluish green colors on my fabric, I'm making sure I place the triangular template in such a way that I have a black and green, both the colors visible on each triangle to give a good contrast to my background of the bottle. I'm cutting down all these triangular pieces out of fabric. If you have older kids, they can do it all by themselves, but since my daughter was too small and I was not very confident on giving scissors to her, so I'm doing the cutting job for her. Here my fabric pieces are ready. I'm going ahead and sticking them onto the bottle. You can call this fabric decoupage or whatever name you can give it. I'm using Mod Podge here. You can use any regular craft glue also. So since I have drawn a pencil outline of the triangle, I'm just applying glue on the triangle and then placing my fabric onto it. You can see here, that is where the pencil outline helps us. I'm doing one or two to show my daughter how to do it, and the next examples she will be doing it. As you can see, I have first applied a little glue onto the bottle and placed the triangular piece of fabric onto it. Once I'm done doing that, I'm again coating the fabric with another layer of glue. This will seal the fabric and will make it waterproof also, and will prevent the fabric from fraying and coming off. So here we are doing it on the second bottle as well. I've drawn an outline and I'm just placing applying glue along the outline, and then you can see my little daughter is placing the fabric onto it. Once you're happy with the placement of the fabric, just go ahead and seal the fabric with another layer of glue. Nothing fancy and nothing difficult. All you need is some scrap pieces of fabric and a regular craft glue. After the fabric pieces are dry and adhered well, go ahead and finish up the outlines with pencil. The outlines of the women that we have planned before. One playing the trumpet, one playing the flute, another playing the drums. So I'm just making slight pencil lines here. Once you're making pencil lines, later you can go ahead and fill these shapes or outline these shapes with black paint. In case if you do not have a thin brush and black paint, you can also do the same using a permanent marker. That is a much easier and kid-friendly way to fill in these shapes. All you need to do is take a marker and then just outline the shapes of the women, their hands and the instruments that we have planned before. I'm going ahead and now filling these shapes with some white lines and dots. You can go ahead and make it as complicated as you want, and you can fill in with much more intricate patterns. But in general, I wanted this to be a very quick, easy and fun DIY recycled project. So I wanted to finish it off very quickly and I didn't complicate it much. But you can take your choice and make it as beautiful as you want. This was my take on how I recycle these glass bottles using some scrap pieces of fabric and just some regular black and white paint. You can alternatively use white and black markers also, like I said. You can also do this similar form of art on terracotta pots or any other containers that you wish to recycle. So here are our finished bottles. My little daughter also enjoyed recycling these cute bottles. I hope you will also give it a try. Like I said, if you do not have fine brushes, you can use a permanent marker pen like this to finish up your designs. This was our take on recycling these glass food containers. I hope you liked this video and we were of some inspiration to you. You can see the close-up images here. These bottles turned out to be very beautiful, and I'm sure we will put it to a great use. You can use them as planters or simple pen or pencil holders. So go ahead and look for some fabric scraps that are lying around your house and try making something like this. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you liked this video and we were of some inspiration to you. Also, if you haven't done it yet, kindly consider subscribing to my channel and tap on the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Also, do follow me on my social media handles where I share my craft, card making and other photos with you. The links are given in the description box below. Thank you.